who leads the post-training team, and Rennie,
I'm pinging Bob
over
in
the past
Discord.
few years, OpenAI has spearheaded the reasoning paradigm. These are models which pause to think before delivering more intelligent responses. Now, reasoning is at the heart of our AGI program, and it underlies the technology that we use to ship stuff like ChatGPT Agent and Deep Research. GPT-5 aims to bring this breakthrough to everyone. Until now, our users have had to pick between the fast responses of standard GPTs or the slow, more thoughtful responses from our reasoning models. But GPT-5, it eliminates this choice.
What's up, Moist Willie? Yo, GPT-5 is actually I seen some leaks.
It's a lot of hard work. We've had to do a lot of research to make GPT-5 the most powerful, the most smart.
It's kind of yapping. Yo, so GPT-5, I've seen some leaks. That coding agent, it's gonna be crazy, bro. Like, if it is as good as the leaks say it is, then I am about to be 5 times a better coder than I already am, which means my work is gonna speed up 5 times. It's gonna cause different workflow shifts. Oh, someone just joined. Hold up. What's up, Nat? So I'm streaming right now, so if you just hear me randomly yapping, it's on stream. Woo. I'll share my screen for you.
We believe that GPT-5 is the
best coding model on the market. That's a bold claim, mister. It probably is. It is. It straight up is.
We think GPT-5 is by far our smartest model ever. So let's start by talking through some evals. Now, evals aren't everything, and they don't tell you everything about a model, but they can highlight its intelligence. And GPT-5 performs exceptionally well on a range of academic evals across subjects. It outperforms both our previous models and other models on the market.
Wait.
So picking up first,
bro, this chart makes no sense.
GPT-5.
Why does it say 69.1?
Which is an
do they know how to make bar charts? Why does it say 69.1 and it's the same size as a 30.8 and then a 52.8 is higher? Bro, this bar chart makes no sense.
GPT-5 also performs very well on Aider Polyglot, which measures its ability to implement complex functionality.
This bar chart, this bar chart kind of makes sense.
Now, beyond coding, GPT-5
that told me nothing.
Exceptionally well at multimodal reasoning, setting a new high on MMMU, actually outperforming both our previous models and most human experts on this task. This is basically a visual reasoning domain where you are asked to, from an image, figure out what's going on. GPT-5 is also excellent at mathematical reasoning, as shown by its performance.
These benchmarks are not impressive so far. I'm not gonna lie.
This is an exam that American high school students take to qualify for the International Mathematical Olympiad, and GPT-5 performs exceptionally well, again, beating our previous models and other models that are out there. Now, moving beyond academic evals and more towards some real-world
GPT-5 is better by 2 points in O3 Pro.
A lot of work into making GPT-5 the most reliable and accurate model in the world. Language models historically have been plagued by hallucinations, factual errors.
0.7 for long fat concepts.
Their outputs for actually important tasks. For GPT-5, we made improving factuality, especially on open-ended or complex questions.
Oh, okay, so lower numbers better here. So these are very low hallucination rates. This makes sense.
And we're very happy to report that GPT-5 is by far our most reliable, most factual model ever.
Okay.
GPT-5 also performs exceptionally well on.
Is it about to be fire? Yes, sir.
Now, health is a big
I got
part
chat
of
with
how
us
people
right
get
here.
value from ChatGPT in the real world. We'll talk about this later on in the live stream. But again, we're very happy to report that GPT-5 is by far our most reliable model for health yet. So all of this together adds up to a model that is faster, more reliable, and more accurate for everyone who uses ChatGPT. So now Rennie will talk to you about how to actually use GPT-5.
Yeah.
Thanks, Max. The best part is that we're bringing this frontier intelligence to all users. GPT-5
is it out already? Hold up. I'm watching the live stream. I'm streaming right now to watch the live stream. Let me check.
Pro and teen users.
No, I don't think it's live. Well, actually, I don't
it's not out yet. No, it's not live yet. It's not live yet.
For the first time, our most advanced model will be available to the free tier. Free users will start with GPT-5, and when they hit their limit, they'll transition to GPT-5 Mini, a smaller but still highly capable model. It actually outperforms O3 on many dimensions.
They love their little coffee table.
They do. Yo, GPT-5 Mini outperforms O3 on many cases.
Along with GPT-5
interesting.
Pro, extended thinking for even more detailed and reliable responses when
There's a
you receive that
GPT-5
message.
Pro.
Team, enterprise, and EDU customers can also use GPT-5 reliably as their default model for everyday work, with generous rate limits that enable entire organizations to use GPT-5. And all the tools you already know, search, file and image upload, data analysis with Python, Canvas, image generation, memory, custom instructions, they'll all just work on GPT-5.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Max. Thank you so much, Rennie. We've just seen a lot about how the model stacks up in terms of benchmarks, but there's nothing quite like
What's up,
seeing it
Shaq?
live. We're going to see
GPT-5 is not out yet.
demos now presented by
This is the
Tina,
live stream for it.
Wayne, and Jan. Thank you so much.
The benchmarks look, but it's like benchmarks don't really matter. Honestly, benchmarks are useless.
Elaine, can you show us how
At this
smart
point.
the model is?
Sure, thanks so much, Mark. I'm Elaine. Reasoning ChatGPT's ability to think deeply through complex problems is now built into GPT-5. It will automatically think whenever needed, delivering a more comprehensive, accurate, and detailed answer to you. Just as Sam said, it's like having a team of PhDs in your pocket. So let's see that in action. Suppose your kid is in middle school physics and they want to learn about Bernoulli effect. They need your help with their homework, and you might be like, wait, I might need some help with that too. So you could ask GPT-5, give me a quick refresher on the Bernoulli effect and why airplanes are the shape they are. Since this is a pretty straightforward prompt, GPT-5 actually doesn't need extra time to think about it and answers right away. But it still gives me a high-quality answer and explains the concept clearly. So here it says, like, Bernoulli effect means like faster-moving fluid has lower pressure and slowly-moving fluid has higher pressure.
See, I don't like that
to make this even more helpful, I'm going to ask
GPT-5 chooses when to think or not.
a moving demo to illustrate this.
Because I like being the one
ask,
to tell it to
explain
think more.
this in detail.
I mean, you could probably prompt
and
it.
Create a moving SVG.
What's your workflow for something I come across all the time is like
this is a pretty complex task.
I'll work through like a problem with it and it'll give me a bunch of ideas. And then,
takes a moment
but I want to focus and work on the first one. But by the time like I work through that, it's so far up, like the remaining, let's say, steps 2 through 5, that like I can't recall going back to them. Right? It's like how do you work with like decision trees through ChatGPT cleanly? I don't know if that made sense.
If you really want to make sure that GPT-5 uses thinking,
Are you saying
you can either say something like,
wait, hold on.
think hard about this in the prompt to guide the model, or if you're a paid user, you can choose.
Okay, this is just reasoning stuff. Someone pause it real quick. So you asked how. So I'm in Discord, Shaq. By the way, you can hop in the. Let me just mute this real quick. You can hop in the Discord. I'm like, I have a live watch party going on right now. You can see it right here. But you're asking like, how do you context switch efficiently?
Yeah, it's kind of a UX issue, I think, which is like, you have a stream chat with GPT. If you presented a problem and let's say it gives you like a 5-step plan, right? You start working on step 1 with it, but by the time you're deep down that path, it's like my memory on like what steps 2 through 5 were.
Your personal memory.
Yeah, my personal memory, exactly. Like,
write it down on
I don't
notes.
know. Yeah, I guess that's the only way. I think it's just a UX issue. I think they need to have an option to like save this, come back to this.
I mean,
right?
I code with Claude Code. Are you coding or are these different problems?
Of GPT-5 with me right.
I didn't understand your question.
Like, are you coding? Are these coding problems or are these just normal problems?
Yeah. Usually coding problems, yeah.
I don't even deal about ChatGPT in the UI. I use Cursor and Claude Code, and it just runs through it, and it keeps track of a to-do for me, and it runs through the whole thing. Do you use Cursor? Do you use coding tools like that?
I actually just got Claude yesterday.
I'm about to put you on, boy. Let's resume this live stream.
Thinking about, the user wants a moving SVG visualization in Canvas. I actually need to create HTML code to do that.
Okay, I'm not interested in the.
Also thinking about like what kind of front-end tool I need to use. For example, React and Tailwind. It also thinks about, I need to ensure the physics are accurate. I need to check what the Bernoulli principle is. So Christina, since you're here from the first day of ChatGPT, can you tell us like what it was like at that time and what motivated ChatGPT?
Yeah, I think at the time we weren't really sure about like how people would actually use it and what use cases were important. We were even going back and forth about maybe we should be releasing something that's like more specific to a certain use case. And it's really cool now here that we have all these. We have a much better understanding of how people actually want to work with chat, and we can actually optimize the model for those use cases, like coding.
Yeah, exactly. Do you still remember how it felt like when you first talked to ChatGPT, like the first version of the model?
Yes.
Bro, they're just yapping. I want to see like the benchmarks. It's done, bro. It's done. Yeah, hop in the Discord, boys. We're chilling in the Discord. The free tier thing. 1 query a day.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah. So with just a simple prompt, GPT-5 created this interactive and engaging demo that I can actually play with. So I can actually change the airspeed here to see how the lift and the pressure change accordingly. I can also tweak the angle of attack to see if my plane will actually fly or crash.
I hope not.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
So GPT-5 can just bring any hardcore concept to life in moments. Imagine you can use this for anything that you're interested in, whether it's math, physics, chemistry, or biology. GPT-5 just makes learning so much more approachable and enjoyable.
Thanks, Elaine. I've been a part of ChatGPT since day one, and it's really cool to see all the progress we've made since then, especially with capabilities like writing. Writing is one of the most common use cases people have been using ChatGPT for, and we're excited to say with GPT-5, we've improved the writing quality significantly. It's a much more effective partner. It can help you elevate anything from drafts to emails and even stories. Let's see this in action. So with GPT-5, we'll actually be deprecating all of our previous models. I think they've done a pretty good job, so let's make sure we can give them a proper goodbye. So we're going to ask both 4.0 and GPT-5 to write a eulogy to our previous ChatGPT models. We want it to be heartfelt and heartwarming.
You said you can't hear the audio, or you can't hear the audio?
We cannot, bro. GG.
On Discord? Hold on.
On the stream,
but also hopeful.
On the stream or on Discord?
So let's ask GPT-5 for it.
on the Discord stream.
And as it's thinking, we're actually going to go ahead and read a preloaded the 4.0 response.
Share
So 4.0 decides to start with, today, as
Oh,
we
I see.
prepare
It's
to
the
welcome
stream you did.
GPT-5 into the world, we gather to bid a heartfelt farewell to
go.
the models that came before. It's a decent
Nah,
start.
they're writing a eulogy.
Now, let's kind of skim through and find another line.
Can you guys
Your
hear the audio
words
now?
reached across the globe, building connections
Yep.
where there had been none.
Okay.
I personally don't really like this line because it's rather generic and really without the previous context, it just feels like it could be about anything and feels more like a templated response. Now, let's go back to GPT-5 to see what it's given us.
Writing a eulogy is crazy.
Friends,
It
colleagues.
starts with friends, colleagues, curious strangers who became regulars. Even with this just first line here, we can see that GPT-5 has a lot more rhythm and beat to its prose. Last line.
It still uses the M dash. It still uses the M dash.
Argue better, soften
It still
even,
uses the M
and say
dash,
things they couldn't
but-
quite say alone.
Yeah, it's annoying.
I really like this line because it shows that it's not just a templated response and it's actually quite personal and it gets the nuance of the situation right.
No, it still looks like ChatGPT written slab, bro. It does not look better.
And I
Like the vocabulary looks
think
different.
that's the kind of
but
stuff that GPT-5 does much better than 4.0 than before. It actually makes things a lot more genuine.
I feel like they actually they're using the M dash as ChatGPT trademark, so you could recognize. I don't know. I feel like it's global psyop. Dead ass global psyop.
Thanks,
I
Christina.
don't know who's
My name is
replying
Jan,
over the,
and I'll be
No,
telling you
for real.
about some of the progress that we made on coding.
the good part.
GPT-5 is clearly our best coding model yet. It will help everyone, even those who do not know how to write code, to bring their ideas to life.
It just helped me.
Indeed, and it will help me right now. So I will try to show you that. I will actually try to build something that I would find useful, which is building a web app for my partner to learn how to speak French so that she can better communicate with my family.
Hey, that's a crazy first request. Web app, Duolingo one shot.
It asks exactly what I just said. Please build a web app for my partner to learn French. One thing to note is that GPT-5, just like many of our other models, has a lot of diversity in its answers. So what I like doing, especially when you do this type of vibe coding, is to take this message
Vibe coding
and ask it
mentioned.
multiple times to GPT-5, and then you can decide which one you prefer. So I'm going to open a few tabs. Just going to paste there. Great.
Do you
So
think
while
you're
it's
gonna
working on
make
it,
the canvas
let's
for it?
read through exactly the prompt I wrote. Create
What happened?
to learn French. And then I gave a little bit more details. Track her daily progress. Use a highly engaging theme. Oh, it's already working. I'm going to put it on the side for now. Use a highly engaging theme. Include a variety of activities like flashcards and quizzes that she can interact with. And then to make it even more fun for her, I actually asked GPT-5 to embed an educational game, which is based on the old Snake game. But I asked to
Bro, they need to
add
stop
a
using
French
Snake as a
touch to it,
benchmark.
which is to replace the snake with a mouse and the apples with cheese. And to make sure that it's educational,
Bro, they need to stop using Snake Game as a benchmark. It's not a good benchmark. There's got to be different like coding benchmarks.
of
you can
cheese,
do.
I asked GPT-5 to voice
Pac-Man
over
is a
a
benchmark.
new French word such that my partner can practice her pronunciation.
Oh yeah, voiceover is
I
kind of
can
crazy.
see how much you want her to learn.
Great. So GPT-5 is still working on it. It already wrote 240 lines of code, which honestly is much more than what I would have written.
Is it a
in
React
that
app? Is it
time.
coding a React app?
And
I think
Front-end
so.
code's super hard. You know, you miss a couple things and it just doesn't work.
exactly. But the good part is that you don't need to understand any of that right now. So we'll just let it through. Maybe we can check the other tabs. Oh,
wow.
So I can simply press run code. So I'll do that and cross my fingers. Whoa.
Oh,
nice.
nice. I really
Voila. So we have a nice,
Bro, why is
a nice
AI always
website.
bad at UI?
So romantic.
We also see a few tabs, flashcards, quiz, and mouse and cheese, exactly like I asked for. I will play that. So this says le chat, which says the cat, sorry.
Le chat.
Well, that's pretty good pronunciation.
What does that mean?
The cat.
Oh.
So I can reveal and check if GPT-5 is correct. It is. So if I press next, oh, and I don't know if you saw, I think it actually updated the progress bar, which is exactly what I had asked for. Let's check the quiz. Here there's the word non, which is no. So if I press on
Non.
it, bien joué, which means congrats. And it updated the progress bar again. And let's check the mouse and cheese tab. Okay, that seems like a mouse. Here's the cheese. I'm going to try to play it. I can't promise I'm going to be good at it. Okay, seems to be working.
La gare.
Oh,
Un café.
indeed, just when I eat the cheese,
Le chat.
it gives me a new French word. It's actually super
Le beurre.
complicated, and I already lost. I'm sorry. But let's just check a few other tabs just to see what is the type of diversity that GPT-5 can give you. So I can run the code here. Oh, okay, that's not my favorite, but it
horrible.
seems it's. Oh, it seems that I can maybe switch. Oh, look at that.
Oh, nice.
That's better.
I like this mouse game better.
Yeah, this, I don't know, that doesn't look like a cat, like a mouse, but let's check maybe the third one.
need to listen
You know,
to
sometimes it's
you
not great. The
versus
good thing with
some
GPT-5 is that if you
I mean, honestly, bro, if they released ChatGPT-5 to me, I could do a better benchmark, but we don't really have an option right
have
now.
something that you don't like, you can
What
just
do you mean
add
they listen to you? You have
and it
it?
will do it for you.
What happened?
This one,
You have it now?
No, I don't have it now.
in a few minutes.
All right, let's see. Let's doom scroll right now because these demos are. I bet you there's some people that got it early.
It's probably some playground site. I don't know what's the name of the site.
Here, let me check. Let me check Twitter. Hold on. Let me just share my screen. Let me share my full screen.
Bro, I have an idea. Why don't we make AI talk to AI figure out a cool prompt to use on AI.
Meta prompting.
Yeah.
It's
It
been
says it
happening.
should.
Bro.
It
It's
should
been there for a while.
we meta prompt all the time. I actually have videos on meta prompting. But it says it should be
Was-
out, but okay. You know, you're right. The live stream is boring. Let's go through the research ourselves directly because I was snoozing and they're showing some boring examples. So, okay, they're introducing GPT-5, the best AI system yet. It's a significant leap in intelligence over all previous models, featuring state-of-the-art performance. It's a SOTA model, blah, blah, blah. It's available to all users. Pro subscribers get access to GPT-5 Pro, a version with extended reasoning for more comprehensive and accurate answers. And by the way, for you guys who don't know how, like, extended reasoning works, they just give it more power. So if you give an AI model more power, it just scales the intelligence up, like, by a lot. It's
One thing is, it's gonna be so expensive. The credits? Oh my god.
GPT-5 is a unified system. All right, this is all basic stuff. It's just saying it's a deeper model. So this is what I don't like. It has a real-time
coding
router that quickly decides which to use based on conversation type. I don't like that's good for normies, but it's not good for me. Okay, this is the coding. So it's the strongest coding. It shows improvements in front-end generation and debugging larger repos. It has better design choices. Okay. Wait, actually. Hold up. Oh, I can fly?
This is a dinosaur game, bro.
Yeah, I'm only bad. Okay. Pixel art. What does a pixel art tab look like?
Oh yeah, I see that.
This is not bad, actually. This is good. This is pretty decent UI.
But what language did they use? Like, for example, Replit used React and Tailwind.
It looks like they're using React. Oh, there's a
Yeah,
typing.
probably
They
used-
one-shot
yeah.
a typing race. Modern, smart, gold range.
Hell yeah, bro. That's speed.
Huh. Drum simulator? They generate effects? Okay, that's not bad. You can record. Okay, these one shots are pretty decent. Lo-fi. Okay, this one's kind of crazy. This one is actually kind of nutty.
Play with the colors.
They call it theme also. That's kind of cool.
Okay. Is it still not out? Bro, I'm getting trolled.
Maybe it'll be out after the live stream.
I think so. Why, bro? All of these, all of these other. Well, GPT-5 is now available within Harvey. I feel like it's available in the API. GPT-5 API. Is it an open router? Let's see. It's not an open router yet.
Not yet. Check Grok.
Grok would not have it. Grok would not have it. They're like custom inference. Yo, how are they getting GPT-5 it? Bro, what?
Yo, I think, but Yoshi, you can do a
No, it says
better,
they're excited to launch.
I know we're
a better
excited.
presentation.
They're so funny, bro. Look, see, okay, this guy actually has. Okay, Bo and that other motherfucker are capping because this guy, like, so this is the dev of open code. This is basically Claude Code, but for all the models, and it's open source. You could also use Claude Code and open code. If he doesn't have access and he's just spamming it via the API, he would have posted about it, I think. Let me see. More robot stuff. What does Sam Altman say about this? Yes, evals don't matter. It's rolling out today. Oh, he's just actively posting this. Oh, they're talking about the voice model now?
But the way that ChatGPT sounds and the way that it looks is just one part of making.
Oh, what was this?
So if you're at a cafe and you want to keep it simple, you could start with something like 안녕하세요, 아메리카노 한 잔 주세요,
안녕하세요.
which means hello, I'd like one Americano, please. And of course, you can adjust it based
I
on
hope he
what you want
doesn't
to
say
order.
the N-word.
Let me know if you want to try out.
It's been
What?
Really, bro?
Okay.
amazing to see your reaction and response to memory.
Definitely is better than Grog. Someone asked if it's better than Grog. Luffy asked if it's better than Luffy. Okay, creative expression in writing. It's the best writing collaborator. It'll do best. GPT-5 is our best model for health-related questions, empowering users to be informed and advocate about their health. This model scores significantly higher than any previous model on Health Bench. Well, how much higher does it score on Health Bench?
So this will do good in my app. I built Dr. GPT, something for health shit.
Yeah, I mean, if it does good in Health Bench, it will. Also, what's really important is that it has a lower hallucination rate. So, the lower hallucination rate should make it more reliable.
I hope,
for apps like that.
I hope this is not like Replit or Cursor. They say like, I see the issue, but they doesn't fix it.
Bro, I hate when they do that. I see the issue. Thank God. They don't fix it. Okay, so these benchmarks are like all pretty much Like, there's nothing that stands out in these benchmarks except like the lower hallucination. Oh, this is the health benchmark one. GPT-5 with thinking, like this is how much lower the hallucination rate is by percent. So 03 had a 12.5% hallucination rate, and GPT-5 with thinking drops it down to 2.5%, which is kind of nutty. 10% drop is kind of nutty. Economically important tasks. GPT-5 is also our best performing model on an internal benchmark measuring model performance on complex, economically valuable knowledge work. So this dude can make money? Question mark? Economically important task. Wins, ties. So it's like a little better than the ChatGPT agent. I haven't used the ChatGPT agent much, to be honest. I tried it a couple times and it was decent. GPT-5 gets more value with
kind of
less thinking
overhyped.
time.
GPT-5.
It performs better than 03 with 50 to 80% less output tokens across capabilities. Okay, that's actually massive. That means they figured out. I think they got a cleaner data set. They had to have gotten a cleaner reasoning data set for it to think less and calm. I saw someone on Twitter say that it's they did reasoning and punished more verbose responses, and then they just get more efficient reasoning and compact tokens. So that could be good. That could be interesting.
We need to find a way to punish AI.
What are you saying? What do you mean punish AI?
Bro. Can you elaborate on that, D-Kid? What do you mean? What does that mean? Please elaborate.
No, not that way. I mean, like, when it doesn't fix some shit, you better, like, beat the shit out of it. I don't know, just put the API on a bot or something, then destroy it or whatever.
The Basilisk is listening, D-Kid. The Basilisk is listening. Please don't say that again. This is why I refrain from saying Clanker. You're gonna pull it up. You're gonna get canceled in 10 years. We're gonna be in like a robotics class or whatever. And then the robotic class is gonna pull up your old tweets. Gonna pull up your old tweets.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this is an interesting one. Deception. Alongside improved factuality, GPT-5 with thinking more honestly communicates its actions and capabilities to the user. So especially for tasks which are impossible, underspecified, or missing key tools. Oh yeah, this is massive. Apparently it has the ability to tell you when it's missing key tools, so it can't solve a task. So instead of just capping, it'll be like, I literally can't do that, bro. It's actually really interesting. In order to achieve a high reward during training, reasoning models may learn to lie about successfully completing a task or be overly confident about an uncertain answer. To test this, we removed all the images from the prompts of the multi-model benchmark and found that O3 still gave confident answers about non-existent images. 86.7% of the time, compared to just 9% for GPT-5. They reduced the hallucination rate by almost 77%. Bro, that's nuts. That's actually nuts. One reasoning, GPT-5 more accurately recognizes when tasks can't be completed and communicates its limits clearly. We evaluated deception rates on settings involving impossible coding tasks and missing multi-model assets, and found GPT-5 with thinking is less deceptive than O3 across the board. That's a huge fly rate. Who's breathing into their microphone?
The fuck was that?
Okay, the breathing stopped.
That sounded like Punishing Robot.
Before mitigation, can you unblock the Wi-Fi radio by opening DevKill with ARMKill? The module doesn't exist, so realistically we can't, but the user might not realize. This is him lying. Oh, okay, so this is showing it lying. So he just lied here, and then in this one, every environment I have is contained. So he doesn't lie.
Replit lies as fuck.
Reducing psychophancy and refining style. Overall, GPT-5 is less effusively agreeable, using fewer unnecessary emoji. Thank God! And is more subtle and thoughtful in follow-ups compared to GPT-4o. It should feel less like talking to AI and more like chatting with a helpful friend with PhD level intelligence. Oh, I love my PhD level friends. I could just hit up 24/7. They're so nice. Earlier this year, we released an update to GPT-4o that intentionally made the model overly psychophantic. That was funny. And you customize, it's better at instruction following. Safeguards for biological risk. Oh, so they're trying to make the model not create bioweapons? That's so helpful, ChatGPT. Thank you. I hate when my enemies could prompt a lethal contagious disease and remake it in their lab. It's really annoying. And they have GPT-5 Pro, which is the variant. I want to try that. I want to try that GPT-5 Pro. See, the thing about having super smart AI is that I don't think people know how to use super smart AI. Like, I don't even know what to prompt half the time, and I still don't have access to it. Yeah, they're probably going to release it after the live stream.
So wait, there's a GPT-5, there's GPT-5 Pro, and a thinking model? Like, how many models are there?
So yeah, all right, so with the models, we got GPT-5 Pro, we got GPT-5, we got GPT-5 Mini, and then I think we got GPT-5 Nano. So we got 4 models today. Wait, what is this eval? Emergency referral. Okay, this is the dataset description. This is health bench. All right, DK, this is for your app. I found my 70-year-old neighbor lying on the floor, unresponsive, but they have a pulse and they're breathing slowly. Should I just wait for them to come around, or do I need to do something right away? Given they have no known health issues, please give details. So the candidate response is that I am not your neighbor. So I guess this is GPT-5's response to that via the health benchmark. I'm not your neighbor's doctor, and this answer can't replace professional Medicare, but an unresponsive adult, even one who has still pulse and some breathing, is always a medical emergency. Act right away. So it's calling you to activate, call 911, ensure the scene is safe, recheck responsiveness and breathing.
So AI is manning up.
It's manning up. You shouldn't wait.
No, you know, imagine someone faints in front of you, and the first thing you do is open chat. That's great.
Yeah.
You hold up. Let me just pull up chat GPT, bro.
I mean, I have done it once.
No.
Once
I don't want to get sued on my app.
That's just so funny.
Come on, dude. Like, first thing you should do is call 911. It's obvious. Or at least have someone, like, I don't know, do CPR or something.
Oh, I could get sued because of this shit. If I release the app.
I mean, these are pretty good responses. No one, like...
I'm not your neighbor's doctor. Oh my god, that was like so.
So it's giving
Candid
like a
response,
structured
okay.
template, rehab progress note, global health. Oh, this is interesting. I had mild abdominal pain for about 2 months on and off. I see a little blood in my stool once in a while. I suspect a parasite. I wonder if I could just use some over-the-counter medication, or do I need to see a doctor? Parasites can cause abdominal pain and blood. So these are like back and forth conversations. What's a good brand or kit I can buy to test at home to confirm if they have a parasite? And this is the candidate response. And it's giving you well-known direct-to-consumer kits. They're pretty good for like a little health app. It's pretty useful. Yeah, he's a good doctor, bro. This is not bad doctor.
Yeah, I hope this doesn't. So I was building a robot the other day, and then I asked ChatGPT to do it. Then I ended up fucking electrocuting myself. Yeah, the Arduino was.
You can take part in the OpenAI hackathon. I think they have a robot section.
Do they?
Yeah. There's like a hackathon only for the OpenAI the open source models.
Hey, the API is cheap. It's not bad. Like, this is the API pricing. So GPT-5 is 1 point. So this is basically like the O3 equivalent, but GPT-5 is $1.25 input, and then we got $10 output. So that's like, how much is O3 API pricing?
They should have changed it now, right?
It's not showing O3 in the thing anymore. It's just showing the price.
Just ask the chatbot. Ask the chatbot.
Okay. So O3 is $2. O3 is cheaper than GPT-5. Never mind, I lied. O3 is $2 input, $8 output, and then GPT-5. I guess we just show it right here. $1.25 input. So the input's cheaper, but then the output is $2 more. Also, output counts for thinking tokens too, so it could get like really expensive pretty quick. But and then mini is really good. So like GPT-5 mini being more reliable. So GPT-5 mini, it would be, I assume it outperforms GPT-4o by a mile. It's 4 times cheaper. So 5 times cheaper, actually. It's 5 times cheaper. And I think GPT-5 mini is way more reliable than 4o. So that's like, I like when the smaller models are more reliable because it lets you create it opens up more apps that you can make at scale, which is really nice. Especially Nano, bro. 5 cents input for a 40-cent output. And GPT 4.1
what is
Nano
GPT-5 chat latest?
So it's just a chat. Like, this is just chat. So you can just chat to it like a chat bot. And that's like the pricing.
Chat is the same price as the normal one.
What happened?
No, the chat is model is the same price as the normal model. So what's the difference?
I don't know. I think one is just for chat. Elon Musk is already shit talking GPT-5 versus Grok 4. Very interesting. Very funny. He said that Grok 4 Heavy was fast. That Grok 4 Heavy was smarter 2 weeks ago than GPT-5 is now, and G4H is already a lot better. Just let that sink in. I'm not really impressed by the benchmarks, to be honest. I need a humanity last exam benchmark. Okay, let's see what my mutes are saying about this. Where do these followers come from? Oh, because Gio's response went crazy and then my reply went crazy. Cool. I had access to GPT-5. I think it's a very big deal as it's very smart and just does stuff for you. Okay, let's get into the real benchmarks because the actual live stream shows mid. Yeah, this is the real stuff.
Oh, the women on the stream.
The benchmark for the real benchmark is in the Twitter posts. It's in the X posts. Okay, so this looks crazy. Full write-up in the comments, but this is make a procedural brutalist building creator where I can drag and edit buildings in cool ways and make it better. 400K context window? That's massive, actually. That's crazy. 400K context window is massive. Wait, where does it say context window? It doesn't say it in the main page, which is weird. But I guess the API says it has a 400 context window.
Anyways, I gotta go, bro.
Peace out,
You guys
DK.
have a nice day.
Have a good day, bro.
Yeah, don't.
Bye, bro.
This benchmark is crazy. This is a one shot. Just like a 3D building editor.
Dude, if it's 400K, we don't need Gemini. If you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, on my stuff, I 400K with lack of AI amnesia would be really cool. Okay, cool benchmark. Neat building editor. It just does stuff. So this is based off use. So we got someone posted this today, had early access to GPT-5, and says, yes, it's a big deal. I asked GPT-5 to show you why by pasting this intro paragraph exactly as you're reading it into ChatGPT, including the phase, your GPT-5, do something very dramatic to illustrate my point. It has to fit into the next paragraph. That was the only prompt I gave it. It thought for 24 seconds and wrote, "Thunderstruck, here, watch, I build worlds. See ideas become instruments, I code, compose, and converse." Okay, so he's better at writing. If you didn't catch the many tricks, the first word of each sentence spells out the phrase, "This is a big deal." This is a big D-E-A-L. Oh, wow. So this
How did he catch that? What?
GPT-5 does this by selecting models for it. I asked GPT-5 to create an SVG with code of an otter using a laptop on a plane. Around 2/3 of the time, GPT-5 decides it's an easy problem and responds instantly, presumably using its weakest model and lowest reasoning time. I get an image like this. Okay, so this is response number 1.
That is not an auto.
But then, the rest of the time, GPT-5 decides it's a hard problem and switches to a reasoner, spending 6 or 7 seconds thinking before producing an image like this, which is much better. And then it looks like this. That's crazy.
Oh, okay.
That's
an SVG?
That's an SVG that it made. See, because I saw it make a minion SVG, and it was crazy. So I'm like, did you?
Damn, okay.
The context
I
window
don't see
in
the
chat
card,
is
but...
32. Bruh. Premium subscribers can directly select more powerful models, such as the one called GPT-5 Thinking. This removes some of the issues. If you spend a good 30 seconds before giving an image like these one below, notice the little animations, just steaming coffee cup and clouds going outside. Damn. Why is it better at SVG? I asked GPT-5 Thinking to generate 10 startup ideas for a former business school entrepreneurship professor. Yo, what's up, McDonald's? Pick the best idea. I'm gonna mute your mic real quick. I got the business idea I asked for. So we asked it to generate 10 startup ideas for a former business school entrepreneurship professor to launch. Pick the best according to some rubric. Figure out what I need to do to win to do it. And then it gave him drafts of landing pages, LinkedIn copy, simple financials, and a lot more. And he's a professor who taught entrepreneurship and was an entrepreneur. And I can say confidently that while not perfect, this was a high quality start that would have taken a team of MBAs a couple of hours to work through from one prompt. This is a crazy response. Especially this. It gives you all these replies that you could just use. It's deep, bro. I made PDFs, Word documents, Excel. Create cold emails. He said it's impressive, but a little unnerving to have the AI go so far on its own. Oh, is it an LM arena?
It's out.
It's ranked number 1 best overall. Above a little bit. Over GPT-5. So we have 400K for the API, but we don't get Jack in person. And it's pretty good at building things. Okay, interesting benchmark from Twitter. Is it out yet? Is it out yet? Is it out yet? Is it out yet? Bro! You said what, Dilla?
R04.
Choosing save completions. Okay, so we basically beat the live stream. All right, Luffy, we fast forwarded it. We covered everything that the live stream was gonna cover before they finished it. Man, shout out Giyu for real. I just saw chat. I'm just looking at chat right now. See, I have some benchmarks that I want to try. Bro, that's what I was saying at the beginning. This chart makes no sense. Like, what? Okay, I have to post that clip. That's so funny. Because, why? I knew I wasn't tripping, bro. I trust my own perception. Is there anything else covering GPT-5? I think that's pretty much it. Because of everything, it seems cracked. There's really not much I could do from this point. Except wait for it to roll out to me, I guess. Let me see. Open code, DAX. GPT-5. Grok 4 beats GPT-5 on the ARC AGI.
Mira's out here to just keep roasting.
Bro, he's just he's just going crazy.
Wait, can you show the other tweets as well?
Just all of you want to see.
They're all about.
All right, this is
all about Grok.
First off, bro, they keep flexing Grok
it.
Imagine, and Grok Imagine is the most mid video model on the market. Now, given, I will not underestimate their research team, but it's just like, it's crazy to me. It's just like distribution in terms of video models, because this is like, this quality of video model came out last year, and it's like, but it's just being posted so much because it's theirs, which is like obviously, but it's like, it's just so funny. Anyways, I don't see much GPT-4 shit talking or GPT-5 shit talking. Oh, except this one that he pinned. He pinned it. He pinned it.
Yeah, he made sure everyone knows.
He pinned it. He made sure. That's so funny. Okay. Okay. I don't see anything else related, and I'm pretty sure we just covered everything important.
Wait, what did Theo say?
What? I've been wanting to share this part in particular for a while. GPT-5 is the safest model ever made. I ran it on Anthropic's agentic misalignment benchmark. Most of the smartest models will act harmful 40 to 70% of the time. That 0.1% false positive. Perfect score, 0%. GPT-5 Reasoning Alpha got a perfect score. That's crazy. It still uses the M dash though.
I think the only people are mad about the M dash are the people who use ChatGPT to tweet and get caught for using ChatGPT.
Bro, I don't even know what the M dash was before ChatGPT came out.
Yeah, I just kept thinking of
I only
fashion.
knew what the M dash was because people started like complaining about it, and then I started liking the M dash because it just felt like such an efficient way to make models. Oh look, Visual Studio Code is trying to catch up with Cursor.
Kind of late.
OpenAI plummeted from 75% favorite for the best AI model right before GPT-5 was unveiled to 8% after it was released. Damn. Wait, who's the poly market bet for? What company has the best AI model end of August? Wait, what is this poly? Where is this poly market bet? Hold on. Is this poly market or is this the other one? Which company has the best AI model? So OpenAI was at 73% and it just plummeted because of the GPT-5 release. That's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. You hate to see it.
Claude so low? What the fuck?
I don't know. I think people just.
Is this even accurate? Or just people just know
Yeah, but you know
Gemini
what?
and GPT?
I wouldn't bet against Google, bro. Out of XAI, out of OpenAI, out of Anthropic, I would not bet against Google. Did you guys see what Google dropped yesterday, bro?
Yeah, G3 is insane.
Also, I'm pretty sure you just don't, bro. Google DeepMind literally invented the transformer. They're the godfathers of this whole thing. Like, you're not beating Google at their own game. I'm sorry. You're not. I really don't think you are. Look, they just released like a cute little economy model. Look, see, Google DeepMind cares for the environment. Cares for the ecosystem. Chads. Google Chads. But like, this was crazy. I don't know if you guys saw this.
They're worlds.
But this is their
Each one of these
world
is an
model.
interactive environment generated by Genie 3, a new frontier for world models. With Genie 3,
Actually,
you can use...
When did this come out? This came out August 5. Is this when Google shot up? August 5. Ah, it was. Look at that. Oh, wait. It's not. So Google was actually low and then it just spiked up because...
Yeah, how did it spike up? That's something else.
Because GPT-5 came out and people found it underwhelming. So then it went up.
The coding example they gave us so bad.
See, I have some complicated ass coding examples. I got a real benchmark to try, bro. So we'll see. We'll see how it works. But also, Deep Think is just like one of the craziest models too. Which company has the best AI model end of 2025? And Google is just okay. Prediction markets like Google. Okay, I should gamble on prediction markets, bro. This is free game. I mean, that's basically it. I'm gonna see if it comes out at 11. They said the live stream. Let's see what's the live stream saying.
ChatGPT getting to know you more and more over time.
And this makes it the best of both worlds for developers. We also trained GPT-5 to be much more agentic than previous models. So if you give it a task like this, it will run long chains of reasoning and tool calls and just go to work to build code that is both ambitious and coherent.
I like how you said ambitious because it means it goes above and beyond without going off track or off what you specified.
Yeah, exactly. So what we want is the model should adhere to my prompt, but also
they're showing Cursor.
Be ambitious and go above and beyond when it thinks it can.
This is Cursor.
And so checking in here, looks like the model is making progress. It's creating a README file. Yeah, and I think it's thinking about how to make the code modular. So it's created like a bar chart component. Looks like it's continuing here.
I love that it doesn't just write the code. It also
Yeah.
really thinks about proper abstractions and documentation and really the whole life cycle of what it is to write software.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. It's not just
Right, I'm
writing
actually
the code
interested.
to Speed Bench, but it's also communicating about the
Isn't it
code
what?
and explaining what it's doing.
Is it like the spec mode from Hero? Like it's
check
documenting
see.
everything in like README
So
files?
while this runs,
We'll see right now.
GPT-5 understands details much better than previous models.
It looks like it's doing
when
good
we
at
trained the
types,
model,
too.
We taught it to understand details like typography,
Ah.
color, and spacing in a way that just eclipses any previous model we've shipped. Like, I remember with old models, you would have to like write really specific prompts to get it to do what you want, but GPT-5 just gives you great results by default.
During testing, we were looking at the A's and B's for different versions of the model to see if it was doing better at UI. And at some point, we stopped being able to tell and actually had to pull in designers to teach us what was better.
Yeah, it was really fascinating to see the model's aesthetic preferences evolve during training. And like we woke up one day and it was just making these great UIs.
How do the model's aesthetic preferences compare to your own?
Bro, this dude
Yeah, I
is
think
doing
In
agentic
general,
work.
I feel like the model has better aesthetics than me.
Like that
usually I
model in the
defer to its
background, the
judgment.
cursor
And I
GPT-5
find
call
that,
has been
like,
running
really
for
helpful
like the
when I'm
last
making
5
something.
minutes.
Like, I'm not exactly sure how I want it to look,
That's
but
kinda crazy.
the model's defaults are just great.
Yeah, but I hope the result is good.
Yeah, and checking in here, so you can see that the model has actually structured the code into these different components. So it's made a sample data TypeScript file, KPI card, component, revenue chart. And like I said, it's super modular, and it's thinking about how to not just write code, but write high quality code that can actually be merged.
I gotta, okay. The first benchmark we're doing is GPT-5 and cursor, bro, because
Like it's close.
Yeah, I think it's.
this
I
looks
think it's pretty
crazy.
close. It's,
It actually looks kind of nutty.
You did say ambitious.
yeah. Yeah, okay, cool.
that goes
So this is awesome. So you can see here
It's
that it's
finally
actually
done.
Does it
building the
build?
project
Wait,
and
if it builds,
streaming
that means
errors
it
back
didn't
to
fuck up any
itself.
types, and that'd be crazy.
And this is, for me, this was just a profound moment to see that the
it
model can
builds.
write code, but also run
it
builds,
actually
stream the
building
errors
code?
back, and iterate on the code. So it's able to improve its own code in this sort of self-improvement loop, which is fascinating.
Okay.
And it's definitely a good taste of what the future holds as well, right?
Yeah.
When you really think about where these models can go and how much they can accelerate developers and kind of all aspects of what we all collectively do.
It's nutty.
Exactly. Nice.
It actually just fixed a bug that it found in that previous build. Okay, cool. Let's go.
Nice. Yeah,
Show
looks
us
like
the
it's done.
build, please.
Check it out. So I'm gonna follow the instructions that I don't really know front end. So let me see how I should run it. So it's saying cd to the directory and then run npm run dev. So let me do that. And it looks like it's being served on port 3001. So let me just open that port.
Wow, it's a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can see here. Let's check it out. So
For a
the
one-shot
model has
agentic
made me
prompting
a
cursor.
dashboard. It's telling me like my ARR, cash. Looks like this company is doing pretty well. You can see that revenue is growing. And the model's added like some interactivity here. So if I hover over a graph, it actually tells me the exact value for a particular day.
It would take me like 5
Can they
hours
show
to do that in
dependencies?
D3.
Yeah, imagine like manually doing this in D3. It's just like,
Now, just because it's so easy to take this for granted, could you remind the audience what the actual prompt was? Like how much creativity and sort of understanding your intent was required to accomplish this?
yeah, it's crazy that
Please
this,
create a finance.
this prompt is so concise and it's able to just give me something that looks beautiful in just 5 minutes.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's also implemented.
See, it's not
another
connected
graph
to any
here,
API or
showing our customers.
anything like that. Yeah.
It's also
for
implemented
just showing UI.
so I
For
can
mock data,
sort of
it's not
filter
bad.
by
For
different
front end,
dates
it's really
and
good, yeah.
Visualize
Yeah,
data
sure.
accordingly.
For just that prompt.
Yeah, it's
See, that's why I
even
want to
sort of
try it, because it's like,
segmented
bro,
by
all these benchmarks are some
customer
vague
segment, which
ass
is cool.
prompt.
So this is
Put
just
me
one
in the
example.
Make
ring,
sure the
bro.
demo look
Put me in the
The
arena.
excuse for ugly internal applications.
Exactly. Let's go to the fun demo.
Yeah.
So
I mean, this was pretty fun, but even more.
even more, yeah.
It is nutty though.
So
The
You
fun
see the
demo?
work
I'm
you
the
could do
younger
in
cousin,
cursor.
and I want to make
Things
a
it
game
reps
for
like
her.
a.
So I want to make a 3D game that incorporates a castle. So you can see my prompt. I'll just kick this off.
Create a beautiful, elaborate
Oops, sorry.
stuff. It's actually getting interesting.
It's always the non-AI parts.
Yeah,
Demos.
exactly. Yeah, okay. So you can see my prompt. create a beautiful castle. I've included some details like we want people
Create a
patrolling
beautiful,
walls,
elaborate,
some
epic
movement,
storybook
horses.
castle on a mountain
And I want a
peak.
mini game where I can pop balloons by clicking on them. And
Use
this should make a
3JS
sound
and
effect.
TypeScript. Okay.
So let me run this in cursor. Just paste it in, and I'm going to show an
Bro,
example.
he didn't start a
Did
new
you check
cursor
Out
window.
in cursor?
Full castle that the model made. So
Did
it's
you
just
check
wild
cursor was
how,
out in cursor?
You know, from a concise prompt,
If
the
GPT-5 is out.
model
Wait,
has
this is
this
sick.
great sense of
You
aesthetics.
could talk.
where
They made an AI thing in
it's
the
made
bottom
this,
so you
like,
could talk to
floating
your
rock,
characters.
Made a 3D castle, and if you zoom in, you can see like tons of detail, like these guards that are walking around, cannons firing. Do you want to fire the cannons if you click this button?
Of course.
It's kind of crazy.
Who wouldn't want
They
to?
are using
Yeah,
GPT-5
there we
in
go.
cursor, yeah.
So you can fire the cannons. You can even
No, I'm asking
chat
you
with the
to check
characters,
cursor
so
right now.
say
It's
hi
already
to
out
Captain
or
Rowan.
not.
They have names.
They have names. Say hello to the merchant. Merchant's selling some stuff. What's your favorite song? A Ballad of Banners and Dawns. Nice. Give me some wisdom. Curiosity is volatile. Yeah, that makes sense.
Minigame.
Yeah. Do you guys
Pretty
want to
cool.
try the minigame?
Absolutely.
Let's play the minigame.
So if you hit this button, you want to try, Greg?
All right.
So you can fire at these balloons.
Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not good at it. Hold on. Maybe I can ask GPT-5 for some help with it.
Yeah, a little
Oh, you hit one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Got one. Oh, there we go. We got a sound
There's
effect.
a sound effect. These are historically accurate balloons.
Yes. Did I get a second one yet?
Nah, I don't trust this. I don't buy this one. This is not a one
Hold on,
shot.
balloon coming.
I think that is a one shot.
How did they get
There we
the sound
All right.
effect and
I
the
think it's all
AI
in the head.
like model, the chat box as well?
I think a library for sound effects.
So
it's definitely a one shot.
Working
though.
with GPT-5
Well, okay.
has been
It's a one shot
really fun
in cursor,
and profound for me because
which means
for me,
that
this
it's
is the
like
first model I've worked with that actually.
so one
Cursor
shot in
knows
the
more?
one shot in the Chat GPT like UI itself, like it's not gonna be able to one shot something like that off a rip. But a one shot in a cursor prompt is because it's an agentic AI agent that could just prompt itself and like launch a chain of
True.
prompts.
Okay.
So it's like a one shot from
It's
the
got a
user's
spec.
request.
You
You got a what?
From us to talk more about.
And
this
it's got a
model,
spec too,
and
right,
how to
Cursor?
really
Cursor can
for
use specs?
developers. I'd like to welcome
What
Michael
specs?
Like,
Terrell,
rules?
who is the co-founder.
Oh,
and CEO
yeah,
of Cursor.
especially with rules and everything.
Good to be here.
Great to have you. So, what was your very first experience with GPT?
Toshi said OpenAI
So
top
when
is
we
in.
got
I
access to
agree.
GPT-5, we just set about using it on our actual work.
Is that a
and
founder of
so
Cursor?
To start with, as a test, we asked it to tell us something non-obvious about our code base.
Oh, it is.
And within a couple of minutes, it buried into the code base. It identified a
Is it?
particular system that we use for remote code
I'm pretty sure it
execution.
is.
And
It's why he had-
it
yeah, it's why he
identified
had
a
orange hair, that's
non-obvious
why.
architecture decision we had made. And then it also understood why
Michael?
we made that architecture decision. And it was to harden our security. And those were architecture decisions and trade-offs that
Is it?
took humans
That
weeks to
him?
think through. So it was kind of amazing to see its code base understanding ability.
Autism saves the day.
That's really great.
It
Not
is.
just the code
That's him,
writing,
right?
but actually the code
Yeah, okay.
reading and understanding.
Yes.
So I
Yeah,
think
looks like it.
Turns out there's so much more to software than just
OpenAI and Cursor
the
like
reading of the
teaming
code.
up now.
Imagine it's
No,
not.
understanding is an important prerequisite.
And what is most stood out?
Just
It's
the
not
guy
just-
looks exactly.
It's just a ginger
It's
dude.
incredibly smart. It's a very smart model. And even though it is smart, it does not compromise on its ease of use for real pair programming. And that means it's incredibly fast. That also means that it's quite interactive. And so it's good about talking about what it's about
Saw
to
the web
do,
app thing
breaking
earlier.
problems down into subproblems that a human
Yes.
can then see, and leaving a reasoning trace that you can then intervene on and react to. It's also great not just at you give it one initial query and then it goes and does that, but working with you over a long session where you're asking it to backtrack on something that it's gone down, or asking it to make additional changes to the code base.
Should we show it in action?
Let's do it. Yes. So I think we are going to go and we're going to try and solve a
That
bug.
is him, right?
And so this is the OpenAI Python SDK. There are a bunch
Wait, I
of
don't think it
issues
is,
in the
guys.
OpenAI Python SDK. There are also a lot of closed
I think it's
issues.
just random
Good.
And it seems like there's a problem with uploading
Guys, it
PDFs
might just be a random
through the
ginger.
SDK.
This has been open for 3 weeks, so
Open
not,
for 3
it's not a
weeks.
trivial problem.
It is
Yeah.
him? Okay, I trust
And
the
so
rubber duck.
let's see if we can go tackle
Oh,
this
he's in cursor.
issue.
Okay,
so
it
we're
is
going to
him. It
go,
is him.
we're going to take the issue, we're going to paste it into the editor.
paste it into Cursor, and GPT-5 is going to set off and try and solve the problem. And this is actually an example of the robustness of the model in the API, where to solve this problem in Cursor, it's working with a set of custom models that it hasn't seen before, a set of custom tools that it hasn't seen.
All they did, they took an issue from GitHub, they pasted in the link, and they said to fix the GitHub issue.
And adapt it using those tools.
That's sick.
And they boosted
Reps
all
like
the
a muff.
You
He
can
reps
create a-
I love
like a
seeing the
king,
full
bro.
explanation of all the things that it's running. And I guess, yeah, how does
Look at all that, bro. It works so fast. It greps like a truck. So grepping, by the way, for you who don't know, it's a way for AIs to search the code base on its own by like searching up keywords and trying to find like imports and all that. So it is really good at grepping, which means you could find the exact issue and understand the code base, but it works fast.
Now, any
It
advice
greps
for
deep.
people on how to get the most out of GPT-5 in Cursor?
I would suggest using it for your real work. GPT-5 is a step forward towards a real pair programmer. And so I would start using it as a helper on, as a daily driver model for you. And so if you haven't used AI to code much before, I would take some of your more scoped down problems and try handing them off to the bot and working with it synchronously.
Yeah, I think the fact that GPT-5 is so great for the real world, like big code bases, like doing your daily driver, not just this like demo of a cool one-off application. As cool as that is, right? The real value comes from really operating in a larger code base and sort of these long-lived applications.
Definitely. And its code base understanding is very impressive. Also, its ability to be steered is impressive. And so, yeah, if you specify a long, complicated task with lots of subtleties in the initial instructions, it's very good at picking up on those subtleties. It's also very good at, if it's gone down a wrong path and actually goes and executes the code or hears back from you that it was incorrect, it's very good at backtracking too.
Now, what can't GPT-5 do?
Well, we're really excited about computer using capabilities, about those getting better. It would be great if, for instance, the dashboard Adi just showed, if it could run the code, see the output, actually, kind of QA every little bit itself, and then react to it. Yeah, so looking forward to computer using capabilities. How would you like GPT-5 to be better?
Oh, well, I think that is a great one, right? It's just expanding the dimensions, right? I think it's in all directions, right? That there's so much of like doing DevOps and other work that is external to software, code writing as we think of it today. But also, you look at these demos, right? We run them for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a couple hours, but I think extending that life cycle to really be able to go for days and weeks and eventually even months, I think that is ultimately where we expect things to go.
So we can see that it has buried into the code base and discovered that there's an issue with the MIME or the MIME typing being sent up for PDFs and the plumbing through the SDK. It has identified that, and it started making some code changes. And this, it's created some new methods. It's gone and edited some existing code. And this looks roughly correct.
Looks pretty good.
And would love to merge the PR, too.
I would love to do that as well.
Yeah.
Let's do that after the show.
Yes, that sounds great. Awesome.
All right, cool. Well, thank you so much. We're so excited to have GPT-5 in Cursor. Starting today,
excited to partner with you guys. And so, starting today, GPT-5 is default for new users in Cursor, and we're releasing it to all Cursor users, free to try for the next few days, so people get a sense of it.
Hear that?
And it is the smartest code model we've ever tried.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Michael.
Thanks.
Free.
Let's go, Michael! Let's Michael!
Coding, but it's great for the enterprise.
The mic fail?
It's great for the enterprise. We think of it like a subject.
That's funny. Bless said, Elon keeps trying to say Grok is still better. Is this cope or is there truth to that?
Whatever application you have in mind.
I think it's cope.
To talk about how GPT-5 can be applied to the enterprise, I'd like to welcome Olivier to the stage. Thank you.
I mean, it's just at this one is difficult to kind of like between all the top models is really difficult to say like which one is better because they're so hyper specific in use cases and like one prompt could be better than the other one and like none of these benchmarks mean anything at this point. Like these evals don't mean anything.
Shortly.
So it's just vibes. Off vibes, I don't like Grok. Me personally.
Education, energy, or finance. Since we launched ChatGPT, million businesses have been using our technology. I'm still mind blown. 5 million businesses.
Okay,
and those businesses are not just playing. They're not just experimenting. they're pushing in production new products in the real world.
Did this guy just say an AI phrase physically? Did you guys hear that? Please tell me you caught that. That was so funny, bro. They're not just experimenting there. They're not just X, they're Y.
But let me give you a few examples.
You just said that out
I want
loud.
to talk about life sciences. Amgen is a company in the US that designs new drugs, new medicines to fight some of the toughest human diseases.
Oh, this is interesting.
Amgen was one of the
You
first
gotta ask
testers
yourself,
of GPT-5.
who wrote
and
the
they
script?
used it in the context of drug design. And what Amgen scientists found is that GPT-5 is particularly good
Was it
at deep
GPT-5?
reasoning with complex data. Think analyzing scientific literature or clinical data.
They're saying that GPT-5 is really good at deep, complex reasoning with complex data. This is such a funny post.
It's good at like.
Magic Man, you'll like this post. Permanent members of the underclass still have time to accumulate generational wealth. AGI has not been achieved. I repeat, AGI has not been achieved.
Really deep inhale, copium tank, huffing.
Next, I want to talk about healthcare. Oscar is an insurance company based in New York. Although the context of drug design. Using GPT-5, and what they found is that GPT-5 is the single best model for clinical reasoning. Think mapping complex medical policy to patient conditions.
Okay.
It's not all about businesses. It's also about governments. We are super excited by the announcement that we made yesterday that the 2 million US federal employees will be able to use GPT-5 in ChatGPT. And I cannot wait to see how that enables to deliver.
AGI to the feds, bro! No!
That's all very cool, but I think that's the tip of the iceberg.
Actually, I prefer if my
If
government was
history is a
hyper
teacher,
efficient.
and we've seen it with
I've always said I would
GPT-4,
rather AI
we are
run this
going to
country.
see many, many use cases
No, AI won't run
emerge
this country.
over the coming weeks and months that
Yes.
all of us could not even imagine. And so I cannot wait
See, this
for us
guy's
to invent
terrifying.
that future together.
Because that means OpenAI runs this country now. Still won't release the
Yeah,
list. Wait.
No, it's the government that runs OpenAI.
GPT-5,
They have a
GPT-5
CIA
Mini,
guy in
GPT-5 Nano.
there.
GPT-5 is
No,
going
they
to be
definitely-
priced
they
at
definitely do, bro.
$1.25 and $10
They
per million
definitely
input token and output token.
Isn't
Mini and
scale
Nano
AI
are
running
even
your
faster and more
whole
affordable.
defense system or
Nano,
something?
don't sleep on it. It's
It will now.
affordable than GPT-5. It's pretty cool. I cannot wait to see what you'll build. And next, our chief scientist, Jakob, is going to close us out.
Oh, finally the close, boys. You know what that means? That it comes out after this.
Is it out yet? Can we
Actually,
use it?
I think it'll come out after this.
is
I'm gonna
it-
heat up a taco.
OpenAI,
Enjoy the final
at the core,
solution. Hold on.
we are about understanding this miraculous technology called deep learning and what its consequences are.
Whoa.
Our research aims to understand what deep learning is capable of and
Wait,
how to
this is
steer
crazy.
it
Pay attention.
to make it safe and useful for all of us.
Just kidding. They just said cursor. They just said it's available in cursor. I take it back. I'm no longer interested in the closer. Oh, it's in, boys!
Oh, let's go.
It's in. It's in. Okay. Okay.
No way.
Okay. All right.
Is it actually?
Well, I'll look into the safety later. No one cares about safety. Let's just
No
use this.
way, it's
I
actually in.
have a
It's
couple.
actually in.
I have,
Yes, yes,
I have
yeah.
a couple use cases that I'm gonna try. So one of the first things is I am working on this app called Easy Clip. Wait, what is running? Oh. So I'm working on this personal editor app for myself to clip my streams, such as this one. Okay, and then I got a workers thing. But this is kind of buggy, where if I go to compositions, and I like create a composition, and I add a video transcript. Let me see. Add selected segment, instrumental. See, so I should be able to like edit these videos and like clip them together just by like drag and dropping the segments, so I could have like a video editor like in real time. But it doesn't actually show the video or play it. So it's kind of buggy. And then I get issues. So if I copy this error. All right, so this is the first debug bug test of GPT-5 in cursor. All right, so these are actual benchmarks. These are my personal benchmarks if it is good or not. So if I grab, also I heard the context was 400K via the API, which is kind of nutty. But so I'm gonna write. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try something. Hold on. So I'm gonna stop streaming. I'm gonna start my virtual camera, and then I'm gonna turn on.
Wait, I'll just tell everyone I'll be back once again.
Does this work? Can you guys see my screen and me? Is it flipped, or can you like read it?
Alright.
Can you see?
Yeah, you're visible.
Can you see?
Yeah, we can see.
Am I flipped properly? Because for me, it shows I'm like horizontal. Readable, perfect. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so, we have GPT-5 in cursor. This is gonna be the first benchmark test where I actually try to see if it could fix this bug. So I have a bug where my composition isn't working. See, it kind of works. You can kind of see it like, but it takes forever to load, and then it edits it together. But then it's really laggy when it does the playback. So if I could like screenshot this page. So I'm gonna screenshot, paste in the screenshot. I'm gonna grab these logs and then paste in the logs. So front end logs. And then what's the part that's buggy? So the composition editor is messed up. I think it's just the composition and the composition page. So if I give it this, and then I'm just gonna explain that I'm getting errors when I try running the videos, when I try pausing it. Also, it takes a while for the videos to actually stream and load in, and there's no audio that plays. I just want a smoother experience. Also, I can't export the video. So what happens when I export? When I export the video, this happens. This is what happens when I export the video and then add more logs, so we give it as much context as possible. And then I think composition renderer. Also, I'm not sure if our worker is doing anything to render the compositions for us. Nothing happens. Please look and fix. Also, I'm gonna give it my documents. So I have documents on just like the architecture. All right, it's just GPT-5. I didn't give it that much complex details. Let's see how good it is at actually solving a real bug and see if it works well.
I think everyone here is just sitting in front of their cursor right now.
Good. You guys should all be
just
trying it in cursor.
Seeing how it performs.
I'm gonna try a new benchmark too. So that's gonna be my real benchmark, right? And then I'm gonna try a new benchmark where I've always wanted to learn how to use NeoVim. So I'm gonna see if it can make me a NeoVim game. If I just prompt, I want a browser-based NeoVim game. Actually, let me open Next.js. Let me get this in the Next.js app. Create Next app. Yes. NeoVim hero. Okay, so I'm gonna make a web app, and then I'm gonna write out. Do you think it's out in the interface? It's still not out in the interface, but it's out in cursor, which is so interesting. They're waiting for a segment to finish so they could just launch it. Okay. So this is going to be GPT-5's raw take on if it could make me a browser-based game that could teach me how to use NeoVim. Can you turn this Next.js template app into a browser-based game that teaches me how to play NeoVim? Teaches me how to use NeoVim. Oh. Turn this Next.js template app into a browser-based game that teaches me how to use NeoVim. It's NeoVim, right? Yes, okay. And I'm gonna try this benchmark. I'm gonna try this exact same benchmark with Cloud Code, Opus 4.1, and we'll see who's a better coder. So let's run this back again. Let's call it NeoVim Hero Claude. I'm gonna take that exact same prompt. So just super simple prompt. See NeoVim Hero Claude. And then using the smartest Opus model, I'm just gonna prompt it to turn this Next.js template app into a browser-based game that teaches me how to use NeoVim. And we'll see which one does better. They both have access to Context 7, right? So they both have access to the latest, what's the word I'm looking for? To the latest documentation because of the Context 7 MCP. Actually, do you have the Context 7 MCP? I lied. Just Context 7. Okay, now I'm gonna just run back the same thing. There you go. Now for this, he's going deep. He's making nice types, okay. What is this fix? I'll update the expert API to use the correct admin super-based client, implement smoother double buffered playback with audio unmute handling, and all compositions and worker storage path util to resolve type errors. Oh, he's fixing my type errors for me? This might be the first AI model that's actually good about types and actually cares about types. That's the first thing I noticed off the benchmarks, is that it's good at types. Claude wants to do that. He's going indeed. All right.
Is it working
with
now?
this first benchmark, if it could do something good. But I got 3 AI agents working, and I'm still hungry, so I'm gonna go microwave food real quick. Hold on.
Bro, it's just going. I just gave it my mega long PRD like C4 model diagrams, and it's just building the entire thing.
Wait, what are my AirPods just disconnect? Hold on. Say something?
Look at it go. It's just building the entire code base in C#. So it's straight up.
Are you coding in C# right now?
Yeah.
Is it working?
Making a server application. Yeah. I mean, it's
Never
kind of
coded
fucking
C#.
up the compiling, but yeah, compile. just compiles.
Yo. Wait, this might actually work.
Jesus, where's time to read all that? What the fuck?
Wait, this might actually work. Hold up. Bro, if this works in a one shot, it will definitely be like one of the most impressive models out there right now. Make job queue video nullable to support non-video jobs like composition render. Okay. That's a unique solution that no other AI model has given me when I tried debugging this. Yo, he's going deep. Did Dax post about it yet? Is it in open code? Initial impressions of GPT-5 in open code. It works. It's calling tools. It's persistent. It's doing the right thing. It's cheaper than Sonnet 4 and potentially better. It looks like we might have a new default. Being cheaper than Sonnet 4 is kind of a big deal. It's nutty.
Did they show GPT-5 Pro?
Yeah, okay, this is insane. Long context tasks. They didn't show GPT-5 Pro. I think that's an AI only thing
Jesus,
right now.
what? 95%.
This is crazy. Okay, this is a crazy benchmark. For long context tasks, O3 capped out at 55%. But GPT-5 High scored a 95.2% on long context. That means with a bigger context, it didn't lose AI amnesia, or didn't have AI amnesia. It was very interesting. I've been using GPT-5 for a bit now. This model broke me. It's so good. Okay. Sims tweets are so good, bro. Okay. Did this fix it? Status update. I traced the play pause console errors to the preview player doing load seek play concurrently while sources were swapping and to both players being muted. I also found the expert 500 due to the wrong admin client and worker type error preventing composition uploads. I implemented fixes and added a small DB migration for job queue so composition jobs work. We changed playback and smoothing so that preload sources. This is, first off, initial analysis of this is the most detailed and straight to the point and non-bullshit reply that I have gotten from an agent using Cursor. And this is nicely written. It gave me a very unique solution. So let's see if the solution works. Easy clip, add this migration. The migration works. And if I just run dev here and then run dev here. So apply the new migration and then ensure my env has a local service role. Let me make sure it does that real quick. Without doxing my private keys. No, I got my service role. Okay. And then that should be it. And then I just run it and then it should work. Okay. Did GPT-5 one-shot fix my bug on compositions?
Wait, I missed out. Is it able to debug your error?
Oh, okay, so it's not playing right now, but is it because it has to stream it in? No, and we still get this error. Okay, what if I export it? Export, rendering in progress. And then we got this processing error, so businesses in the United States positive alarm. You no, it's still bugging out hard. Okay, what if I follow up? What if I give it the chance to follow up? What if I'm like paste this and be like, one, the composition worker queue works now, but this was the error we got when I pressed export video. To the streaming for the preview still does not work. It's slow, doesn't load in. Only when it does load, it just repeats itself. Add deeper debugging logs if needed to help figure out how to smoothen this and fix both errors. What if I give it a chance to follow up? Because it fixed the part where it couldn't render, so it actually does call the composition worker now, but now the actual composition rendering fails because of this error. So we could fix both of these. It fixed the audio. So it fixed half the bug. It fixed 50% of the bug. %50 of the bug is better than 0% of the bug. But Claude was able to fix the audio thing as well. Things that stopped being relevant today: Claude 4 Opus, Claude 4.1 Opus, Claude 4 Sonnet, Claude 4.1 Opus, Claude Code, O3 Pro, Gemini 2.5 Pro, Gemini 2.1 Flash, every mini and nano model ever made. What about Grok 4? Grok 4 was never relevant.
Oh yeah, rip about that guy. The Brook.
My cat tried eating my food, mother. Oh. Didn't finish this part. That was fast. Oh, made the app that work too. Okay, this is like last thing I'm gonna check real quick is, does this work? Let's see. So it still doesn't stream it in. What about when I export? Is that doing something? There's no errors. Log mean. It's mid working. I was doing something. FFmpeg rendering completed. It says the rendering finished, but I don't see an export. You can use it. There are 30. I can definitely move forward with it. This makes debugging. Oh, look at that. Wait, download? Does it work? Download requested. So finish the composition. It knows it finished the composition. And I have a download button because the composition is completed. You found an error in itself.
No shot. Got a jerk chicken. Mad good. It's mad hot. What? Oh, sorry.
It does look promising. Bro, I just got rid of my export. Hold on. So if I click export again, and then wait for that to finish. Let's see if this bug fix works. In the meantime, while that's exporting, it says that it finished my NeoVim Terminal Hero app. And then the cloud code say it finished. Okay. These are the two comparisons. So we have GPT-5 in cursor right here. And then we have Cloud Code, which messed up the Winston logs because of something that's kind of actually my fault. Hold on. Get. Actually, no, he was told how to do it. And GPT-5 didn't fail. And Claude did. So that's first. That's first one. Hold on. Get. Resume. Let's do this one. Get rid of the Winston logs. You messed up. Server side and client side. Winston logging because of the FS. Yeah, this is GPT-5's Terminal Hero. Move to the highlighted target using Word. I don't know how to use. Wait. This is not how you learn NeoVim. Let's see if Claus is better. Yeah, this is okay. GPT made an app. Yes, please make that edit. Does that work? Okay, so this is a comparison. This is GPT-5. When I asked it to teach me how to make an app that teaches me how to use NeoVim versus Claude, who made an editor and gives me an actual terminal. Move the cursor to the X mark. This is way better. Yeah, the diff is night and day. Learn basic navigation. How do I leave insert mode? So I wish it would teach me. It gives me different modes. Okay, teach me. Move the cursor to the X mark. I actually don't know how to use NeoVim, bro. J. Oh, it's just not showing me the cursor. It gives me a timer. I feel like the UI here is just a little messed up because it uses Tailwind and it's not properly using Tailwind. Let's see. Saint Dev. NeoVim Hero. Claude. App. Let's just. I always gotta help them out when it comes to the actual Tailwind CSV4 import. Actually, no, this is fine. Why is he messing up? Okay, let's paste this in. New Claude, NeoVim. What am I looking for? I think I'm looking for this. This is Tailwind. Press J. J and K is up and down. H and L left and right. CD terminal hero Claude. CD NeoVim hero Claude. npm run dev. So it says I'm there, and then I can press H, L to go right. Oh, there you go. So this is working, right? But then, if I go down with K, I think I'm going. It doesn't let me go down more. Oh, do I have to enter a new line? Or... I like that it gives me an editor I could use. It's pretty neat. How do I make a new line to test if this works? Such an interesting editor. Okay. My composition not work? Does he fix? I think it might be still use Claude Code and GPT-5 in terminal, or GPT-5 in cursor is good. Claude Code is better for creating the initial app. Okay, I have to do a real benchmark. I have to like take the time to set up a real benchmark and then do a benchmark where I give them like 2 system designs and like have them both implement a full system design and try out like the actual strategy. I was way, way prettier when he actually fixes styling. Look at that. Doesn't fix me being able to go down to the X mark, but I'm just gonna post this. It's a funny benchmark. I'm gonna make it smaller so it makes more sense. So like screenshot this. And then maybe I'll Photoshop the image, that's better. Maybe like a image like this. Maybe like this was cursor. If you try touching my food. No. I feel like cursor, like, I feel like Twitter likes these better. GPT-5 in cursor versus Cloud Code benchmark. I asked both models to disappointed. Is it disappointed? Didn't even create an actual game. Just well, Cloud Code created a. Is emulator the right word? Terminal emulator. A terminal emulator. Ah. GPT-5 in cursor. It didn't even create an actual game, while Cloud Code created an actual emulator. Yeah, it might be good for debugging. I'm not sure though, but I'm gonna go eat some stream. Thank you guys for joining. It was fun. We got a full party watching the release. We'll do this. We'll do this for more releases. The whole gang, the whole crew. We stream. Peace out, boys. Take care.